Hey everybody. Well, since the four-wheeler's pretty much wrapped up behind me, move on to the next project here, which is a 1962-1963 Mucclloch. This is one I ordered or bought off a guy in Canada. It's a 1-46 model, full wrap handlebar. Has a little bit different of a muffler on it, which, as you can see, this one is pretty much gone. Benefits to this one versus my 142. It has the oiler on this side rather than this side, so a little bit better for somebody who's right-handed. Also has a primer rather than a choke that would cover this up. I just got done actually putting this brand new, I guess new to me, end on it here, because it didn't come with it, and I had to order this whole thing, but worth the money, because I couldn't find just this part alone. So, it's going to need some miscellaneous hardware and everything, but before we really dig in, let's see if the old coil and point setup here is any good. So, I got the spark plug that it came with right here. Hopefully it's good. I sprayed it down to clean it up, but not going to hit on it real fast or anything. So, let's see if she has any good ignition on her. Nice good ignition on it. So, we've got good ignition there. And yes, I did oil down the cylinder with some WD-40 first. So, we've got ignition. We can get it to at least run off of some spray gas. I would imagine the carburetor here needs rebuilt. I have checked it out before and everything, and the fuel line inside looks pretty brand new, really. Haven't checked if the oiler works or anything. It did come with a 20-inch bar and a chain, which seems kind of small for an 80cc. I really like to think that this could have a bigger one. But one thing I'm going to have to address first is the kill switch here. And I know how it turns off. It's in the run position right now. You push it back and it grounds it out to the body right there. So I've got to get a small wire or a small insert and put it in there and hook it up to here. I'm sorry about that. Put it in here, like what that is, and wire it to here so that it will ground out and shut it off, because, well, I don't want it to run forever, obviously. But other than that, I got to get some hardware to hold it all together too, because it lacks a lot of that. So I may have something laying around. I may have to run to the store and grab some machine screws and nuts. But I see a pretty good candidate running here today. She is a mess, an absolute mess. But once we get it fired over and everything, then I think we'll get her good and cleaned up. And I like how somebody has marked it high and low, so that's nice. I can see the H through the hole there. So other than that, I mean, I think it's going to be a nice, pretty stout little saw here, especially with the full wrap bar. I think it'd make for a really good bow. I haven't taken this cover off yet on this side, so I haven't even checked this out yet, but the pictures that were sent to me of it was all as an assembly. So the guy sent it to me, which he deals with home light saws, and this was just sitting on the shelf. So I figured for the small price tag that he wanted for it, it would be worth having another 40 series in the collection. And honestly, I'd really like to try to get all the 40 series, even though they started back in the 50s. I think 58. I'm not 100% on these Mucclloch saws yet. I'm still learning, but you only learn if you get your hands dirty, right? I'll get this taken off here. Same clutch as the other one has. Actually has a better adjustment thing, which is, this is kind of the cover I needed for the other one, but got that all sorted. It works great. So it's clutch. Nope, sorry about that again. Turns freely. Looks to be original clutch because of the paint on it. Yellow paint. Pretty clean over here, really, for the age. I don't think the oiler, there's no oil on it or nothing, so we'll get some oil in that, see if the oiler works, and lots of little stuff. It definitely looks like I'm going to need to get a muffler for it, because that is all the way into the cylinder. It looks like somebody punched it out, or it's been dropped a million times on it. So 80cc saw here. We'll get back to you here on what I got to do next and try to find some screws and get it together, and hopefully we'll be jumping to me trying to fire it over. So, be back. Alright, I had to run to the hardware store, Rule King, actually, to I had to grab some hardware here to get this all assembled up over here and everything, and starter assembly and whatnot. That's still over there. So, machine screws and some nuts, fittings for the kill setup and everything. So, and some wire I have laying around and everything. So, hopefully be pretty set here shortly. And a new spark plug, because the old one, I think I said it already in the other video. I'm not sure. But anyways, it was tightened down. It was still leaking, but it was in some pretty sad shape. So, decided better replace that while we're here. Put a little bit of money into this, I guess, right? So, got that all there and set and square, and we'll get everything all wired up here and hooked back up and stuff, and hopefully shortly here we'll have a running saw of some sort. I'm pretty sure it'll need a carb rebuild, but maybe I'll get lucky and I won't. So, stay tuned. Alright, we'll just go for broke. There we have it. She runs. Don't know if fuel starvation. I have the cap off of that for that time. Slightly undone. It seemed like it was trying to flood it, but looks like. Hit the primer. Bring it back. Yeah. We'll stop while we're ahead and get a carburetor rebuild kit for her, but there we have it, guys. It runs. Hopefully I got it in the video there. So, thanks for watching. Keep up on progress on this.